So you're planning to go to the Universal Studios Resort and you're wondering, what the heck should I do there? I need to find a video that explains my activities and my future endeavors. Well, you came to the right place because this video is going to show you everything you need to know. Welcome to the channel. My name is Brian Gomez, aka The Ethnic Traveler, and this channel is all about my adventures, about travel, and about tips and tricks on how you can travel to different places in the world while being an online teacher. Okay, so this video is not focusing on the teaching part, so we're gonna put that aside, put it away in the drawer, lock it up, and close it because we're not talking about that right now. What we're talking about is some traveling, okay, and some of my favorite traveling, which is visiting amusement parks. If you have been keeping up, in our last videos we talked about arriving at the Surfside resort here in Orlando, and other video we talked about visiting Islands of Adventure. In this one, we're going to talk about Universal Orlando Resort, okay? So you're probably wondering, well, Brian, that makes no sense because I thought Universal Orlando was just like the overall thing. And then like now you're saying Islands of Adventure is its own park and then Universal Resorts is another one. Well, yes, it is. It's two separate parks, okay? We have Islands of Adventure and then we have Universal Studios. So let's get right into it. When entering the Universal Studios side, you have two ways to enter. The first way is the normal way, which is going right through the front gate, scanning your ticket and entering. And this is where you have the famous globe where you can take pictures in. The second way that you can enter is through the Harry Potter Hogwarts Express train, okay? You would take this train from the other park, which is Islands of Adventure, and then you would ride it across to Universal Studios. I'm gonna go more into detail in another video that's gonna be dedicated to the whole Harry Potter section, but if you're wanting to get to the other side of the park, I would recommend maybe walking there because sometimes the lines for the train can be really long and you can save that same amount of time that you spend in line. You can cut that in half and walk across to the other part. So after going through the main entrance, the first ride that you will see is the Despicable Me ride. This is like in this Hollywood section. There's actually a show there. So like if you go in and then you take a right, you can see like this fun family show about a scientist. Sometimes they change it up. If you keep going, you will see the Despicable Me ride. This is a fun 4D ride, a simulator type of thing that you can enjoy with the kids. Then, after that ride, you will see the Shrek 4D show. I love this experience because, like I said, I love entertainment. I just love shows. I love it. So this is like a 4D movie. It's funny because growing up and visiting this experience, I really thought that this was like a part of the movie, like trilogy or whatever, how many movies there are. So I really got confused. As you can see, I still am confused on how many Shrek movies there are. So I really thought that this was one of them. If you're a Shrek fan, go and watch this because I am a Shrek fan and I loved it. The Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit. Okay, this ride is so tall. When you go up, it's literally so steep. Like I try to pull up my neck to look through the park, but it was so steep that I was just like, I can't. The cool thing about this ride is that you can choose a song while you're riding the roller coaster. And the first time I got on this, I was so like frantic. I didn't know what the heck to do. I just clicked the randomest song ever and it was a hot mess. I still don't even remember what it was. So I definitely recommend this ride. If you really like simulation rides, then you will have a blast in the park. I personally don't really like simulation rides because I get dizzy very easily, okay? And a lot of these simulation rides require you to have 4D glasses. So a combination of the 4D glasses and then the moving carts and then just bobbing your head everywhere, it's a mess for me. But if you like this, then the Transformers ride will be amazing for you. So just like in the last video, the Spider-Man ride, the Transformers ride is very similar. You're going on a journey, you're going on a fight, a battle through the city that they're in, and then you're following Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and all their peoples, and their machinery, and then you're fighting the Decepticons. If you keep going straight from the Rip Ride Rockit, you will find the Jimmy Fallon ride. I personally have never been on this ride, but I have heard mixed reviews of it. I have heard that it sucks. I have heard that people like it. I have heard, I don't know. So if you're a Jimmy Fallon fan, check it out and really, experience it for yourself, because I cannot give you an opinion on something that I don't know anything about. But right around the corner of the Jimmy Fallon ride, you will find my favorite ride, the Mummy. Oh my gosh. Start off like looking at, kind of artifacts, looking at the mummies, kind of like a little museum tour, kind of chill. And out of nowhere, things just get crazy, okay? All hell breaks loose. Out of nowhere, your imaginary tour guide gets caught up in the mummy tomb, and then the real mummy comes back to life, and then you're getting possessed, and it's so much fun. It's such a fun ride, and I definitely recommend it to all of you. Definitely get on the Mummy. It's great. So you keep going down this alleyway or this road, you will find the Fast and the Furious ride. This, yet again, is another simulator, okay? So this simulator basically takes you on the journey of Vin Diesel and all of his hooligans across wherever they're driving to, and fighting and just getting rid of mobsters and doing all the stuff that they do in a cool way. If you keep going from there, you will find the Diagon Alley and the train station where you can get on or off. Keep going, you will find the Men in Black section and the Fear Factor section. The Fear Factor is really cool. Like, they really have some nasty stuff there that you can participate in, and I doubt like a random tourist from like Nebraska is gonna be climbing up a car that's hanging with water and trying to grab a flag. Okay, so I don't think so. But if you know, let us know in the comments below and prove to us that it is real and they actually do have real people volunteer and be a part of their show. You will see the Men in Black building, where you can find a fun little arcade style ride, and it's basically you're shooting down the monsters with like this little gun, and then it's like moving you around everywhere. And the Simpson ride is definitely another simulator that just does not sit well with me. The Woody Woodpecker Zone is definitely the kids area of the Universal Studios side, and you can find anything from like water rides, little shows, and then this is where you will also find the E.T Ride. I've been on this ride and it's really boring. It's kind of like a journey through E.T's life, like in the movie, but honestly, I've heard rumors that it's shut down or it's going to get shut down, so if you're an E.T. fan, I guess ride it before it's too late. Then after you leave the Woody Woodpecker Zone, you just come full circle to where the entrance was in the front, which is the Hollywood section. Now that you've explored the entire park in the Universal Studios side, except the Harry Potter side because that's coming out in the next video, you can exit the park and then you can explore City Walk. So City Walk, I briefly mentioned it in the last video. It's basically a really cool spot. It has a lot of nightlife, has a lot of restaurants, a lot of entertainment things for young adults and above, and families too. And it's there for you to explore. It's all free, and it's, anyone can go in there. And on our way out from the Universal Park, we stopped at Voodoo Donuts. So if you don't know what Voodoo Donuts is, it's a very popular donut industry that it's in some parts of the US, but it's very cool because it has the craziest kinds of donuts. I'm a big donut fan, but even I was overwhelmed. I didn't know what the hell to get. City Walk is always there for you to just enjoy, relax if you want more fun in your vacation. So if you guys are definitely trying to come to City Walk or Universal or any of the parks here, definitely try to plan out the days, because I think there's certain days that they close later. Obviously we came on a Thursday, so they're closing a little earlier. So if you want more for your money, more time, maybe come on a weekend, I think. Yeah, on a weekend, they usually close at 9. But yeah, definitely check it out because there's still so many things to do here, even though COVID is just, you know, alive and being annoying and everything else. So yeah, you have plenty of things to do and so much attractions to see. So see you guys in the next one.